Kent slipped to their fourth defeat from 6 NatWest T20 Blast games this summer, losing their latest to group leaders Glamorgan by 55 runs in Cardiff. Rain soon reduced this contest to 16 overs per side, Glamorgan losing their first wicket in the fourth over as Jack Rudolph was caught by Daniel Bell-Drummond off Mitch Claydon. That brought in the in-form Colin Ingram, and you could tell the kind of touch he's in right now from the off. 3 of the first 5 balls he faced all brought him boundaries. He then struck David Griffiths for a 6 to race to 24 of the first 10 balls he'd faced. He was expertly supported by David Lloyd, who in the next over, the 6th of the innings, took Darren Stevens for 19 runs, the home team making 60 for 1 of the first 6 overs. Lloyd cleared the rope again in the next one, delivered by Fabian Cowdrey, the Welshman not minding at all that they'd been put into bat. Indeed, it started to rain sixes now. Ingram successfully went after Matt Coles, while Cowdrey's second over cost his team 20 runs, with both Lloyd and Ingram going big again. Glamorgan raising their 100 in just the 9th over, with both batsmen making 50s. Lloyd's off 26 balls and Ingram's occupying only 21. And they weren't finished quite yet, the partnership between the two realising 132 runs in just 9.5 overs. Ingram struck a 4th maximum to get to 60 off only 29 deliveries. But when he tried to keep going, he discovered Alex Blake in the deep off James Treadwell. Lloyd then completed the over with 2 more 4s, Glamorgan with 152 runs on the board from 13 overs. Wickets fell towards the end. Chris Cook hauled out to Treadwell off Griffiths, while in the final over Claydon bowled Anarin Donald for a single. Lloyd unable to get the strike to complete 100, ending his knock on 97 made from 49 balls. 175 for 4 was the score from 16 overs. The Spitfires asked to get 177 from the same to win, but Lloyd kept himself busy by catching Bell-Drummond for a duck in the first over of the reply. Dale Steyn grabbed that wicket and the one of Sam Northeast in his next over, a wicket which left the visitors in trouble on 17 for 2. Steyn had figures of 3 for 14 after 3 overs when he also removed Sam Billings for a single, Kent now with it all to do. But with Joe Denley still in, there was hope. But his innings was soon at an end as he was held by Ingram off Michael Hogan after making 23 of the 44 runs on the board. Halfway through their reply, the Spitfires had got to 61 for 4 and now needed 116 more runs from the remaining 8 overs. Stevens knew exactly what he had to do. Kent were just about staying in the game when Blake also cleared the rope off Graham Wagg, but in reality there was just too much to do. Wickets inevitably fell. Stevens on 13 was bowled by Tim van der Gooten. Then next ball, Cowdrey was leg before to the same man for a golden duck. And when Ingram had Blake held by Wagg for 30, Kent were left on 87 for 7, 90 more to get from 4 overs. That was an impossible task, but Coles hadn't given up yet. He struck a couple of 4s and blasted 2 maximums in Ingram's over, one which went for 18, but that still left 62 runs to find off 12 balls. Steyn ended with the fabulous figures of 4 for 18 by removing Treadwell for 5, leaving it to Hogan to wrap up the inevitable by having Coles caught for a rapid 31, and then bowling Claydon for a duck next ball. Kent all out for 121 with 1 delivery unused. That meant a 55-run loss on Duckworth Lewis. Kent now stay in South Wales as they return to County Championship action against Glamorgan on Sunday.